Kaizer Chiefs have missed out on signing two defensive midfielders, and we're also going to talk about the situation of Mduduzi Shabalala. What is actually happening with him at Kaizer Chiefs and his selection? And what is Kaizer Chiefs trying to do with him? Are they loaning him out? Hello and welcome to Kosi Nation Fan TV. I am Pelo, I am your host, and this is where fans meet and talk about Kaizer Chiefs. Kosi Football Club. The first defensive midfielder that Kaizer Chiefs could have signed but did not sign is Utulan Serero. Yes. I know he played as a number 10 most of his time in South Africa, and he went to Netherlands and he played as a number 10. But over the past 5 years, his position changed and he's been playing mainly as a defensive midfielder. So let's just put that out of the way. And a lot of people were hoping that Tulan Serero was going to come to Chiefs, but that has not happened because now he has signed a contract with another team that is still playing in the UAE. And I'm happy. I'm happy for him, Uguti is staying that side, and I'm also happy as a Kaizer Chiefs fan. Because this is what happens. We get these players who were very good at some point and were playing very well, and they come to Kaizer Chiefs and then they don't show the same performances that they showed in their prime, and then we get angry at them. Look at an example of Kamapiliat. He comes to Chiefs, he was a very good player at Sundowns, but there's a reason why Sundowns did not extend his contract. Comes to Chiefs, he does show his quality, but then injuries, they keep on interrupting his career, and people end up insulting Ukama Piliat. Same thing with Castro. Even with Utoli, people have started insulting Utoli because they're saying he's salary thief or he came back fat and this and that, which I don't think is fair, because sometimes these players, you have a prime as a player, and then at some point your performances will dip a bit. You are still a good player, but just not as good as you were in your prime. So I am glad that Userero is not coming to Chiefs, because he would have come to Chiefs post his prime and then not performed as how the fans would have expected him to perform as he did when he was playing for Ajax Cape Town. But remember, at Ajax, he was playing as a number 10 and as a winger, and was scoring goals and was giving assists. And then he comes to Chiefs, he's now playing as a defensive midfielder, and abantu abangalazi ibhola bayisebezoqala hayi nansi lenkomo bebeyisaphi and all that stuff. So good for him, good for Utulan. Let's move on to Luke Leroux. Luke Leroux, what's his story? He's 23. He's a defensive midfielder. He's a South African as well, in case you didn't know that. So Kaizer Chiefs wanted to sign him, but why? He was a free agent. His team that was playing for in Sweden had decided against extending his contract, so he was a free agent. And then there were rumors, to a point that I even reported that 2 months ago, according to multiple sources, that Chiefs wanted to sign him. But he stayed then that entire period as a free agent, and now he has been signed by another team that is playing in the Netherlands, the top flight in the Eredivisie. So that is good for him. But when asked about the move to Kaizer Chiefs, Luke Leroux said this. He said that there was never any direct contact with him. Maybe there was some contact with his agency, which I don't think they wouldn't have told him if there was any contact from Chiefs at all. So it seems like Chiefs never even tried to actually sign him, but it was just rumors, because as we know, if there is a player who's free and has a even if they are not like well suited for Chiefs, in this case he would have been suited for Chiefs, but there are rumors that start spreading around to say the player is wanted by Chiefs and stuff like that, and that does kind of increase the profile of a player. Look at Arsenal and Manchester City. Declan Rice was set to sign for Arsenal, and then we heard there was a bid that came from Man City, and then Arsenal increased their bid to £110 million, and then they were able to sign with Declan Rice. So these things do happen, that some teams or some agents will use certain teams to make sure that they can market their player, because once the player is linked with returning to South Africa, then teams in Europe are going to be like, wait, let's check him out, and then they can sign him. I know maybe they don't even care about Chiefs, but I'm just saying. Anyways, before we talk about Mduduzi Shabalala, please do make sure to subscribe to the channel so that I can reach more people like you and talk about Kaizer Chiefs. Anyways, now Mduduzi Shabalala, Aden, McCarthy and Wandile Duba have not been played at Kaizer Chiefs as much as we've been expecting. Certainly not Mduduzi Shabalala, because we're expecting more of him this season. Aden McCarthy has not kicked the ball for the first team, but Mduduzi Shabalala, not Mdantsane, sorry, no, Mduduzi Shabalala, he was played in the MTC, and I think it was Uspecihle Daniels who said this even on Twitter. Uguti, he's getting worried about Uspecihle Shabalala because of the fact that he's not getting game time, and it demeanor yakhe, you can just see that he's no longer the same, the energy, the the excitement that you see in him, that is ready to play, and he's excited about playing, because now he sits on the bench and he doesn't play because Umatlowu is now preferred ahead of him, and also the arrival of Mduduzi Mdantsane has meant now he's sitting on the bench. And Uvela Khumalo, what he has done, the coach of the DDC team, has taken them, Uye no Duba, no Aden McCarthy, and he's still playing them there so that he can help them with game time, which I think is a very good thing, because you don't want these players to be blunt and end up not performing at all when they are called back to the senior team. Now the question is, since it's clear, or it looks like, the coach does not want to play them, and we have seen that Mduduzi Shabalala can actually play at the high level, doesn't make sense for us to keep Mduduzi Shabalala sitting on the bench the entire season. This guy has already been to Belgium to do amateur trials with some teams, which means even people overseas are seeing his potential. Yet at Kaizer Chiefs is sitting on the bench. Mina personal, I would say, if you're not gonna play Mduduzi Shabalala at Kaizer Chiefs, if you're not gonna play Wandile Duba and Aden McCarthy, with Aden McCarthy, you can keep him on the bench, because Vele, his father, apparently Fabian McCarthy said he wants him to focus on his school. So Vele playing is not a rush for Aden McCarthy, so you can keep him as like a fourth choice defender for the Chiefs. Duba, Mdu, send them out on a loan. If you're not gonna play them, loan them to someone, because if you keep them on a bench, it's not going to end well for them. And yes, I saw one comment from Tatem Rem yesterday. We're talking about this whole situation of Happy Mashane going out on a loan, and was saying that with the Chiefs, it's tricky to say a player should go out on a loan, because what usually happens is that when a player goes out on a loan, they end up just disappearing. So it's kind of risky as well to send him out on a loan, knowing our track record with the players that we send out on a loan. But that is the best possible solution that I can think of, because right now with Unsegi, I can see that he doesn't want to play him. He prefers Umatlowu, and it seems like after Umatlowu there is Usabelo Hateb, and with Ustebe coming back from injury, it's clear that Umtu is just gonna fall down the pecking order. Yes, we needed depth, but realistically speaking, it doesn't seem like Mduduzi Shabalala will be getting a lot of minutes. But guys, what do you think about this situation? Let me know down on the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, remember, equals Alpelumoy.